Hello dear students, welcome back. In today's lecture, we are going to study some of the questions from the exercise 1.3. And also we are going to study the definition of universal set, union and intersection of two sets. Before I begin with the examples from exercise 1.3, let me read some important remark or the note from the open interval, closed interval and half open, half closed intervals. And then we solve few examples. Let me begin with the first note. The set left closed, right open, 0, infinity defines the set of non-negative real numbers. The set left closed, right open, minus infinity, 0. In this case, both are not included. That is, an open interval defines the set of negative real numbers. And the third note is the set minus infinity, infinity defines the set of all real numbers. In this set, both positive and negative real numbers are included in the relation to a line extending from minus infinity to plus infinity. That is, let me show you by taking in a pictorial form. This is the number line system. In between we have the number 0. To the left side we have the negative real numbers. To the right side we have the positive real numbers. Up to infinity, this is plus infinity. And to the right side, left side, we have minus infinity. From 0 to infinity, it is called positive real numbers. 0 is inclusive, infinity is not inclusive. Therefore, the set in the interval form we write like this. And in this case, 0 and minus infinity both are not inclusive. These are called a set of negative real numbers. And this is set of positive real numbers. From minus infinity to plus infinity, in this case both positive and negative real numbers are included. Therefore, dear student, these are the important note based on the open interval and closed interval. On the real number line, various types of intervals described above as subsets of R. Now, the first subset of a set of real number is an open interval a comma b. This interval we can represent in the number line. Whenever the open interval is given for us, that will be shown in the number line or on the number line with the open circle a and open circle b, because a and b in the open intervals are not inclusive. Therefore, that we denoted by, or we can show on the number line as open circle A, open circle B. Meaning is the number lies between A and B are inclusive, but A and B are not included. Similarly, we have the another interval, closed interval a comma b. This interval we can represent on the number line by showing the dot on A and B. The dot indicates that both the points A and B are inclusive. The boundary values of this interval are included. Similarly, the third interval, left closed, right open. The closed interval number will be denoted by the dot and the open interval number will be denoted by circle, open circle. Meaning is B is exclusive, A is inclusive. A is included, B is not included. Likewise, we have the another interval, left open, right closed. Whenever it is open interval, we can show on the number line with the open circle, and B is inclusive. This will be denoted by the circle or dot. Dear students, these are the intervals we can represent on the number line. Here, an interval contains infinitely many points. Dear students, you keep it in mind. Any small interval contains infinitely many points. Now let me begin with the problems from the exercise 1.3. Write down all the subsets of the following sets. The first set given is a singleton set. As we know that empty set and set itself are the subsets of a given any set. Therefore, empty set phi and singleton A, these are the subsets of a given set singleton A. Likewise, we write the subsets of a given set containing two elements. As we know that empty set and set itself are the subsets of a given set. Therefore, phi, singleton A, singleton B and A comma B. These all are the subsets of a given set of a second example. Third example, here also we have to write the subsets of a given set containing the elements 1, 2, 3. Empty set, singleton 1, singleton 2, singleton 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3. The last possible combination is the three elements, which is an unique 1, 2, 3. For these all sets are called the subsets of a given set A. And the group of all these subsets will be called, the set of all these subsets will be called as a power set, which is already we have done in the last class. Power set means group of all or set of all the subsets of a given set is called as a power set. Now dear students, we have the one more example in the form of a question number 5. How many elements has P of A? P stands for power of a set A. How many elements are there in a given set? If I group these two elements are there in a power set. If I group these four elements are there in a P of A. The set of all the subsets will be called as a power set. Therefore, how many elements are there in this power set? It is 4. In this set, we have the power number of elements in the given set subsets are 8. Therefore, power of a set of a given set 1, 2, 3 is 8. Power set of a given set containing A, B are 4, and the power set containing the elements singleton A are 5 and 8. Likewise, how many elements are or has P of A? If A is an empty, therefore empty set itself is a set and phi is a subset of a given set. Therefore, there is only one element in the power of a set A. That is n of P of A is equal to 1. Now dear students, the question number 6 indicates write down the following sets as intervals. Now the given set is a sub or set builder form. We should write in the intervals. Now the first example, it is containing x such that x belongs to the set of real numbers and that x lies between -4 less than x less than or equal to 6. This we are going to write in the interval. Now -4 is less than strictly less than x. Strictly less than x will be denoted by the notation open interval -4 comma, and it is less than or equal to +6. Therefore +6 less than or equal to it is nothing but a closed interval. Therefore the given set we can represent in the form of left open right close -4, 6. Similarly, we have the one more example of the similar type, x containing, that is such that x belongs to R, -12 less than x less than -10. This interval we are going to write, or this set we are going to write like this. It is given that -2, 12 less than x less than +10. Now in this case, both the intervals are open, strictly open. Therefore, we can write open intervals in the small bracket -12, comma, to the right side also it is an open interval 10. Therefore, the interval in the given form is -10, 12, 10. Begin with the one more example of the similar type. It is a set containing x such that x belongs to R, 0 less than or equal to x less than 7. Since it is an closed interval, 0 less than or equal to x, therefore x lies between greater than or equal to 0 less than 7, means it is 0 is inclusive, that will be denoted by the open interval. 7 is exclusive because it is strictly less than 7, therefore it is in the form of open interval. Therefore 0, 7 is an exact answer for the given problem. Means given set is a set form, we are writing in the form of interval. Moving to the next question, x such that x belongs to R, 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. This is x lies between 3 and 4, which is greater than and less than or equal to. Therefore, this type of interval is called as a closed interval. We can write closed interval 3, 4. Moving to the next question. In this question, we are going to write in the reverse form. You will be given an interval, we are going to write in a set builder form. Write the following intervals in set builder form. Dear students, as I told you, one of the two questions will be told in the examination. Now the open interval is given for us, which is -3, 0. We have to write in the set builder form set x such that x belongs to R. -3 is inside the open interval, that is not inclusive. -3 less than x, and 0 is also in the open interval, therefore -3 less than x less than 0. Moving to the next question, closed interval 6, 12. It is a set containing x such that x belongs to R. 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4 because of both 6 and 12 are inclusive. Dear students, there is a one mistake on it. Instead of d, it is 6. It should be written 6 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Therefore, this type of form is called the set builder form. We have been given the interval, we are going to write in the set builder form. Moving to the next problem, it is left open, right close 6, 12. Therefore, x such that x belongs to R. 6 less than x and less than or equal to 12. There is another example, closed interval -23, 5. It is a set containing x such that x belongs to R. -23 less than or equal to x less than 5. Therefore, in this type of examples, you have been given the intervals we are going to write in a set builder form. In earlier case, the set builder form was given for us. We wrote in an interval. Now, in this video, we are going to define some important notations or sets. Define universal set. A set that contains all sets in a given context. A set that contains all sets in a given context is called the universal set, and it is denoted by the letter U. And it should be noted that the universal set is not unique. It may differ in the problems to problem, and it is denoted by the notation U. U stands for the universal set. Now let me begin with Venn diagrams. What do you mean by Venn diagrams? Most of the relationship between sets can be represented by means of diagrams. I repeat, most of the relationship between sets can be represented by means of diagrams, which are known as Venn diagrams. And these diagrams consist of rectangles and closed curves, usually circles. The universal set is represented usually by rectangles and its subsets by circles in a Venn diagrams. The elements of the sets are written in their respective circles. Now the rectangle represents the universal set and the circle represents the subset of a given set. With the help of these definitions, we are going to study two different types of operations on a set theory. The first operation is union of two sets. The union of two sets A and B is the set. Another set, it is C, which consists of all those elements which are either in A or in B, including those which are there in both. The elements which are there in A or in B or in both, such relationship between these two sets is called the union of a given two sets. And in symbols, we write this as A union B is equal to, it is a set containing X such that X belongs to the first set, or X maybe belongs to B set, or it is belongs to both the sets. Means whatever the elements are there in A and B, we all those elements write in a union of a two sets. For example, if I take one set A containing the elements 1, 2, and we have the another set B which is containing the elements 2, 3. Therefore, we should find A union B, which is equals to the elements which are there in A or in B or in both. One is there in A but not in B, it is a member of the given set, comma 2 is there in the A and also there is in the B, therefore we write only once. Now 3 is there in B but not in A, therefore the union of these two sets can be written as 1, 2 and 3. Now A union B can be written as X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B or X belongs to both the sets. The union of two sets can be represented by a Venn diagram as shown in the figure. The shaded portion represents the union of two sets. Now my dear students, this rectangle indicates the universal set. The two closed curves, which are nothing but circles, are called the subsets of the universal set. Now in this case, the shaded portion represents the elements which are there in A or in B, or there are the elements in both common. That such shaded portion represents the union of two sets. Let me begin with the another question. Intersection of two sets. The intersection of two sets A and B is the set which consists of all those elements which belongs to both the set A and B. In symbols we write this as A intersection B is equal to X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. The elements there must be in both the sets. Such a relation will be called as an intersection of two sets. The intersection of two sets can be represented by the Venn diagrams as shown in the figure. The shaded portion represents A intersection B. Now the rectangles called it as a set and circles A and B are called the subsets of the universal set. The intersection between A and B denoted by A intersection B is the shaded portion. The yellow portion will be called the common elements which are there in A and B. Such sets are called the intersection of a given two sets. With this, I conclude my today's lecture. If you have any queries, please contact the given below number or you can WhatsApp. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.